Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to do like a office makeup look, like what I wear to the office. I did do this a couple years ago, if you guys remember that, and I did check through that video and a lot of the products are still the same, but I thought I'd go through it anyway in case you missed it, in case you forgot, in case this might be helpful. I don't know yet, okay? So in the morning, this look takes me 10 minutes. I used to put a lot more effort in, but yeah, I found it wasn't like a valuable use of my time. If I can spend half the time and still be happy and, then hey, why not? At the moment, I'm using the Maybelline Face Studio Primer. So I like this because it fills in my pores. If you want a primer that'll have your makeup lasting a long time, I recommend the skin-based one from MAC. It's just really gorgeous, but it is $50 for a bottle, and I was just going through that like nothing else. And when you're wearing office makeup every day, you got to start thinking about the economical impact of that, guys. So I used to do my under eye correcting, which I don't do anymore. It's just a step that I could do without. If I'm doing glam looks, then I love to cover my dark circles, but we don't have time for that before work anymore. We just don't. My favorite foundation, of course, is the Maybelline, what do you call that? Superstay foundation. Of course, I use 03 True Ivory. This is great coverage, lasts a really long time, very easy to touch up, and great pricing. I always get it on a half price. So what you can do if you don't want to pick up two products, just use this as your under eye concealer. I was doing that for a really long time when I ran out of my MAC Pro Longwear, because it does have a lot of coverage and you can just, focus it to where you want the most coverage. So it is a bit of a, dual purpose little product there. I really, really like the Born This Way concealer, and I typically wouldn't use my favorite products or most expensive products at work, because if you're going to work 5 days a week, you're going to use it up and it's going to just end up costing you heaps of money. But I don't know, I've just really, really been loving this lately, so I just use it. Some mornings I won't, it just depends how tired I look, So for powder, I used to bake religiously every single day. But then I stopped doing it because it makes, in my opinion, when you bake, it sets your makeup for ages, which is great. And it makes, honestly, it just enhances the coverage, makes you look great, in my opinion. However, baking every day, I probably wouldn't recommend it because it's going to dry out your under eyes. And it's also a case of, you want to be nice to your skin. You're wearing your makeup 5 days a week, and you don't want to be doing heavy glam every day, in my opinion, because then you're going to have to deal with the consequence of that, which is going to be really dry under eyes, which I had for ages and ages, and it took me ages to kind of get my under eyes not as dry. And I just think if you're going to work, how important is it that you look flawless and glamorous at work? In my profession, in accounts, in admin, even in customer service, you don't need to look perfect. So obviously for powder, I use the Stay Matte powder from Rimmel, which has been my favorite for such a long time. Guys. This is a banger. I really like it. It does add coverage, which is nice, and it does make you really, really matte. So because I am oily, I do think about this crap. Like if you use a finer powder, then I just find you don't stay as matte for long. For my eye makeup, again, it doesn't matter. I don't have to go too glamorous. I don't have to do anything. Sometimes I'll add like a glitter eyeliner or something, or a bit of glitter in the inner eye corner, just to be jazzy, depending on how I'm feeling in the morning. But other than that, I will just use whatever bronzer I'm using and just pop it on the eyes so I've got some depth. Otherwise, I look like a bit of a potato. But today, seeing as I'm filming today, having a bit of fun, I'm going to use the Model Co palette because it's got some nice mattes in there you can use. And then I might be able to use like a pop of shimmer. So I just take a brush, whatever this is. There you go, just buff it on. It's not even any work. So because I'm having a fun day, I'm going to take this purpley shimmery colour here on my finger, and that just gives you like a cute little, you guys probably can't even see, but it just gives you like a cute little wash of glittery, a little bit of colour. What is funny is that I would never use like an eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner, anything on my eyes for work. I don't have time and just do not care. On the other hand, I have this glitter from Chi Chi, which I love to just put on my upper lash line. So I won't use boring regular colours, but I'll be like, yeah, glitter's appropriate. It does depend on your workplace. And try to bear in mind, this is like super subtle. It just glistens. It's a bit of fun. The guy I work with made fun of me because I spent $7 on glitter. He's like, you could have put that on your Bitcoin. For mascara, of course, I'm using the Lash Blast Volume. I've tried other mascaras, but this is the best one in terms of not flaking, not smudging, looking nice and black for, you know, all day. For my eyebrows, I'm going to quickly do them off camera. I'm using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit and the Essence Make Me Brow, which you guys know I've been just using a lot lately. Doesn't really change for work, so I'll be right back. We're nearly at the end. The last thing we've got to do is put on some bronzer. Hey, Lauren. Put on some... Finally let my cat in. You know how much of a bitch she is, but she just meows so hard if I don't let her in. Now you want to go out. Oh, you're such a bitch. For bronzer, I just use whatever I'm feeling like at the time. I don't have a massive collection, but I've got a lot of bronzers, guys. My favourites, I like to use the Master Sculpt by Maybelline. So that one's got the highlighter in it as well. And I just like blend it all together and then it makes your face like sparkly, and I like that. I like that effect. I used up all my Kelly Osbourne one, but I love this. I wish they would just bring out this compact again. I don't know if it's like the colour that they actually stock. So sad. Another good one I have is the MAC Golden, which I've nearly gotten through. Of course, I've got my Z palette, old school, and I've got Hoola in there, and I've got the Anastasia powders in there, which I really, really love. I've dug really deep into Java, which is a nice darker colour, but I just mix that up with Havana, which is the orangey one, to get like a nice effect. Alright, so I've got this little cheek brush here from Crown Brushes, and yeah, so I've just mixed up those colours, and I'm so like paranoid because I'm so pale, and then I just stamp it on because I want the most colour here to sculpt me. Do I look sculpted? Has it worked? Do I look skinny now? So just making sure I really get it into the hairline around the edge of the face, so it's just like this glowing, naturally glowing, beautiful woman. Anyway, so just really focusing the colour there, and then kind of tapping on a little bit at the apple of the cheek. I don't care that it's bronzer. I mean, just adds colour. Anyway, so for my highlight, it's the same situation as with my bronzer. I've got a lot of highlighters in my collection because I love them, right? So in the morning, I just kind of do whatever feels good, you know, just whatever feels good. I absolutely love the Fenty Beauty Fire Crystal one, which is the really shiny one. Really, really love it. It's like a holy grail. It just looks so, so good on the skin. So that's the two colours. Just makes you look really glistening and nice. Mary Luminizer is a nice one. I might use this today. I try not to go like too glittery or sparkly unless I'm really like feeling like I really want to. I just kind of stick with something a little bit, you know, low key usually. I just put it everywhere. I love highlighter. For my lips, I really, really like the Revlon lip oil, which you guys know that I love that one. What else? Otherwise just lip balm. Or what I might do, depends if I'm in a rush or not. But I've got this lipstick, Folk, from Australis, which is a kind of Your Lips But Better nude. Then I just take whatever lip balm I'm wearing, or even something like this, like a Paw Paw ointment. Well, this is pretty much just Vaseline, but you know, whatever lip balm, I really like that one. Or, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. So my hair is looking ratchet, and I'm just, honestly, I'm a little bit sorry about it. I'm sorry, but we just have to work with it. But for work, I will always wear a ponytail, or I will wear a bun, depends on what stage my hair's at. But I never wear it out because I just find it's just like too annoying, because especially now that it's long, Anyway, let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm so excited for Christmas. I put up some Christmas lights, but we got to wait until like the start of December before I put the tree up because we get a live one. And yeah, so just in case we get a dud, because sometimes they can only last like 4 weeks. So I've got to wait for that, but I'm so bloody excited. I'm not sure whether to do another like tree decoration video. I just find them to be so fun, but I'm not sure if it's like that entertaining for you guys. So I hope you guys have a good week at work or whatever it is you're doing. If you're on holiday, I'm jealous. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.